Okay, get this started up again. Hey, we're live. I'll send you out a comment here. Hey, we're live. Send you out a comment here. All right. Well, I guess my screen sharing and trying to show you a different. Let me turn this off. Mute that so I'm not listening to myself in the background. And I'm going to watch the comments, and I'll do a quick rerun of what I just went through, or maybe I'll just start over because then I'll have the recording, but I'm not going to be able to show you as much as I wanted to show you since I can't. I'll just show you in my own account. That way I'm not changing accounts, because probably once I changed accounts it dropped me out. So we'll just start over here. Okay. Today I'm really excited about teaching you about the power of Google Hangouts and 22Social, and when you combine the two, it's just amazing. Your lead generation power is magnified greatly. Google Hangouts, I love them because they're such a powerful tool for communicating with people, developing relationships. I've got a mastermind group that we get online twice a week on Hangouts and talk about what problems and issues we're having. And I tell you what, when you know the 2 heads are better than 1, well, 4, 5, and 6 heads are better than 2 or 1, and it's just so wonderful. You can also use it for training, like I'm doing right now, which is great because it has a screen share feature, which I'll show you. And the screen share feature allows you to, if they're having a problem, they can show you where the problem is at, and you can work with it directly. It's just so much simpler than trying to have somebody explain to you what they're doing and where they're at and what buttons they're seeing, and that just gets so frustrating. Also, it's great for network marketing, or for your downline, for communicating, for developing your team, and doing trainings with them. And with 22Social, which I'll show you, there's so much that can be done for developing your network marketing business through 22Social, as well as lots of other things. I'm a network marketer, obviously, so I tend to gear my comments that direction, but it's applicable to all different kinds of, it's all, brick and mortar businesses, which means, somebody that actually has a building. And a business out of a building. All of this is applicable to any kind of business, and so it's just great stuff. Now, 22Social, another wonderful thing about it is that, well, I'll wait until I get to 22Social. I want to start with the Google Hangouts, and you have to start off with a Google email. And once you have a Google email, then you can set up Google Plus, and once you set up Google Plus, that's where all the video stuff is at. So let me screen share and start to screen share, and I go into the little vortex there. See, I started my video here in YouTube, but let's go to Google Plus, and since I'm already set up, you can go into Hangouts in a couple different places. You can go down here, click Home, and select it there, or they conveniently give you a Hangouts section here, which tells you the Hangouts you've been in. And you can, if you want, there's three different, probably should tell you this first. There's three different types of Hangouts in Google. There's the chats, which is just like texting, and then there's the video Hangout, which is let me see if I can get off this screen. YouTube, I'm already in there. Okay, well, that's okay. We'll look at the happy face. There's the video private Hangout, which you can have with up to 10 people, and it's completely private. It's not publicized. It's not recorded, and you can just use that for getting together and talking to people about it, whatever, everything and anything. And like I said, you can add up to 10 people to that. Then Google, the Hangouts on Air, which is what I'm on, you have to go to the Hangouts and actually start a Hangout on Air. And when you do that, let me just double check and make sure that I'm up and running. Yes, it looks good. Okay, so we're going. So sorry I dropped that out, but I was trying to be tricky and it didn't work. Okay. Now, of course, I can't do this. I can't click on this because then that'll mess up my current Hangout again. But you just click that, and it takes you to your the Google Hangout screen, and you can start your Google Hangout on Air there. And the best thing to do is to set one up, set it up as private, and I think it'll actually let me. Yes, because I can broadcast it later. Okay, so I'll give it a name. And let's start it later. And you can, if you don't want it to be public, you can take that off. You can set your date and your time. And the duration, now the duration is not a big deal. If you say an hour and you go 2 or 3, it doesn't like shut you off or shut you down. In fact, it gives you 8 hours. You can't go longer than 8 hours. And if you want to invite people here, you can invite people here. But you can pick them from a list. And all right, so that's for 7 p.m. Choose who you want to share this post with. So now, if you're already into Google Plus and you have circles and all that, you can select people from your different groups. but I'm not going to do that right now. Let's see if it will let me continue on. Okay, let me select friends. I don't have that one developed yet, and we'll just share. Okay, so it's not started. It's right here. Even when you click start, it doesn't actually start. You can go into it and be in it, and then there's another button that you actually started. It'll say in there that you're on air or off air, and that's how you know whether you're broadcasting or not. But it won't start until you actually click the button at the bottom of the screen. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, it's not going to let you show you. This is really confusing to look at, I know. But this is my. If you can ignore the center part, the controls are over here on the left. This is a screen share button, and that's what I used to go in and share my desktop. And so you just click that. If I click it now, it'll unshare my screen and take me back to where you're just looking at me. Capture, you can take pictures, but be warned, even on a private Hangout, if you capture something, it immediately goes public. So don't take pictures unless you want them to be public. Cameraman, there's a toolbox, and one of my favorites is the Google Effects, and I'm not sure if I want to click that now, so I won't. But if you click Google Effects, it'll download the little app, and it gives you sound effects to put in the background. It gives you silly hats and stuff you can put on. So there's, and it can change your background and do fun things. So it's a fun thing to play in. On this side, right now I've just got the toolbox here. I've got this one with my little head selected, and that's where you can develop your lower third, where it shows down at the bottom. When I'm on there, it shows my name, and you can do custom overlays and get really fancy and do some really nice stuff with those, and choose your color and all of that. So there's sound control and some other controls here that basically what you have to do is you just need to get into it and play with it. Okay, now one of the steps that I ended up skipping here because of how this is working for me trying to explain it from live is that it's going to want to connect you up to YouTube. And if you don't have a YouTube channel already, you'll need to create one. So you can start your live events from in YouTube, and that's usually where I go. It's just, to me, it's simpler and cleaner, but it's just your preference. And what I do is I go to my video manager once I'm in YouTube. Again, this is where, excuse me, this is where everything's going to show up. So if I click on my person, I can go to my channel, my video manager. That's where I go most of the time. Because your video manager, when you're doing this kind of thing, has all the controls in it. Subscriptions, that's people who you subscribe to. And I can show you that real quick. So people whose videos I want to keep on top of, I've got subscriptions there. Let's go to the video manager, since that's the most important part. Now this is what I'm doing right now. Or is this the one that I'll have to figure that out. This may be the one that I already, yes, that's 16 minutes. So that's the one that crashed on me after 16 minutes, the one you started watching, but I won't have that in my replay. I'll clean this up, and then by tomorrow the replay will be cleaned up. So okay, video manager, and there's a live events tab in here, and this is where I'm at right now. See, it says live now. If I want to edit things or whatever, I don't want to mess with it right now. Okay, what else do we have here in my channel? This is just a lot of general information. Here's your subscription list, playlist. I haven't gotten into a lot of this. Mostly I run my videos from here and just manage my videos and watch other people's videos. And you can see how it's all tied in. Your YouTube and your Google Plus are all tied in. So let's go back to the video manager, and I can show you. Here's my. Oh, where's my global ones? May 7th. No, I want. Here's my live Facebook for business training. That's the first Hangout I did, and that's a very good one if you want to watch that one. And I can go in now afterwards, and there's a lot of things once you do your Hangout, and this is kind of advanced, but I'll just throw this out there so that you know it's there, and later on you can get into it more. But there's enhancements, audio, annotations, and captions. Plus, over here, if you don't like the thumbnail that they picked out for you, they give you choices of what thumbnail you want. Or if you want to use your own, in fact, on one of mine, let's go back one step. See, this one, I didn't like any of the options they gave me, so I just went ahead and I used my own caption. You probably can't see that. This is pretty small. Maybe I can zoom in here. But I used my own. I uploaded my own so that I had my Online Marketing Academy here. If you want to share this with somebody, here's where your link is at. So you just copy and paste that to somebody. And also tagging, if you understand what that is, all your tagging is here. Because you want these to go public, because you want to start generating interest in what you do. So you want it out there where it can be picked up by Google and the other search engines. And okay, annotations. Quickly again. And let's see, there we go. This is where if I had like 10 minutes of chatting with somebody or just messing around messing around with people, or I mean with my computers and setting it up, because I'm doing this solo and I've got my 2 computers set up, then I can go in and I can cut the first part. I can add an annotation. I can add captions, which I have done before. It's all great stuff. You just got to get in there and play with it. So what else can I show you about Hangouts? I think that's it for now. If you've got questions, specific questions, I'll check my comments section again and refresh. And okay. Alrighty, I probably lost people because it dropped out and it told everybody I was done. So, but everybody can watch this in replay. All right, well, why don't I get to 22Social? Let's see if this is. All right. Let me go to a different, that's my live one. I have that open because I was just in there fixing it with the new live feed. All right, let's go to I think that's the right one, hopefully. If not, I've got one of their, yeah, I want to go to their actual corporate page, not to mine. Oh, they're going to, if I log in, it's just going to go to my list of apps, but I'll go back over there. If there's a button below that says 22Social on it, and it will take you to where you can check out 22Social. after you're done watching this, if you're interested in it. You can try it out for free, and I think for a month. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I signed up, so it'll tell you when you go in there. So let me just go to my 22Social page. Now, what you're going to see, let me zoom in a bit so you can see this better. There's several different places here. When you're ready to install an app, you can install a new app. Why don't I run that through you and through that for you, and then I'll go through. There's help, the pro section if you're a pro person, which I am, and my apps. That's where we're at with all the list apps. So let's go through, and I'll show you some of the things that you can do here. All right, now you select the fan page you want it to attach to. Let's attach it to my. Oh, yeah, I had this problem the other day. I need to call them and find out. My one fan page is not showing up. Now, let's just go to my farm page because that's real neutral here. And I'm going to do, before I continue on with this, let me show you something else. Let me go to my fan page. Okay, we'll hide my. All right, this is my fan page. Let me zoom out a little bit. And you'll notice that I've got boxes up here. This is the old format, which they haven't finished changing all of them over yet. And this particular fan page of mine is not changed over yet. So my buttons are still up here. And because this is my page, it's going to show me all the apps I have installed. But if you were visiting my page, the max you would be able to see is 10. So I have to position these to where the top 10 that I want you to see are at the beginning, which is very simple to do, and I'll show you. Now let me show you a different fan page and how it looks. Okay, this is my my network marketing page, and you'll see the buttons aren't here anymore. There's a drop-down box with all the apps listed here, and there is an app section here that shows 3 of them, and you can go to the little arrow and it'll show you all of them. So that's the difference between the two setups. So let me go back to the farm, or no, that's my, I'm sorry. We'll go back to my page. Now what I have is, if I click this, I have it linked to where it takes people to, this will be the page popping up, and it's a promotional page that I have for a Facebook marketing course for Facebook, which I took and I highly recommend. And so I can send people to this page. I've added a video up here. This can be a picture or a video, or you can leave it blank, but it's more effective with a video. I created a video with some captions on it in Windows Media Maker, Movie Maker, sorry, with which is really easy to use. I really liked it. You can add music and captions and all that. This caption only stays on for a short period of time, and at the end it's a different caption. And then you fill the text in here how you want. Now, I'll show you that. And then there's the comments section below. And there's also, this is an important feature. I'll show it. I'll just point it out right now. Clone this app. This is very important for people who want to share with their team, with their downline. You set up the pages, and the Facebook app pages in 22Social, make them look really good and get them functioning, and then instead of everybody in your downline having to figure it all out, all they have to do is go down here and clone this app and then select the feeds that they want, which I can show that to you later. Well, this is the feed here. Now I'm not getting feed. This is my own, so there is nothing here as far as a feed ID. It's disabled. But once you get the feed, then you select what you want to come from the person that you're cloning from. So you can just leave everything there, and every time they change it, it changes everything on your page. So if they have weekly broadcasts and you want, you can use their page and it'll show up their broadcast. This is such a powerful tool. It may sound a little confusing right now, but once you learn it, it's very, very easy, and you just have to play with it a lot. I mean, not a lot, but you have to play with it a little bit to just get used to it. Or, you know, if you were in my downline, I would have a Google Hangout and train you on it and show you what to do. So this is just so powerful. I just really, really love this. Now let me go. I had started. Okay, we don't need to go there. And where did I start? Okay, that's the live one from today. Okay, here's the new one. So here's what it looks like when you start. It's pretty much a blank slate, although they put stuff in there. They just place things in there. It comes with, so you have an idea, because like it says here, this page hasn't been customized, and it gives you a little bit of instructions if you're not sure what to do next. And it has a button in there that takes you to their 22Social Facebook page. If you want to go there and check it out. But they have just put stuff in here to let you see what's on there. So the first thing you do is you select content. And now you can change this content to whatever you want. We'll leave my business in there, and we'll just add a little bit. And you can preview it. So now you see what you wrote, see if it looks good, if it's the way you want it, and if it is, then you click Save. And you click OK, and so now that's become part of your page. Now, the text here, now let's go into media, because media is what's showing first. This is another very powerful area. You've got all kinds of options. I can select photos from my Facebook album, from an Imgur album, the YouTube video, which is what they have in there right now. They have the link to the YouTube video. Vimeo, Stitcher, Google Presentations. I won't have time to go into that, but that's another very powerful thing that you can do with this. Create a presentation and put it in here. Hangout streams, which is what I'm doing right now, and there's another live stream. Or you can just say no media. Let's select my Facebook page, Facebook album, and see what options it gives me. Oh, I got all kinds of stuff in here. If you want to just use your timeline photos or your cover photos, let's try cover photos and see what happens here. If you have multiple pictures in there, it will scroll through them, slide through them. So all of these are pictures that I've had as my cover photo on my page. So if you want just one photo, then you can create an album in your Facebook page with just one photo and use that. Okay, so let me go back into here and let's select, I'll just select no video for right now so that thing will stop scrolling. So that box went away. Now, and there are times when you don't need or want a picture or video, but for the most part, it really adds a lot to what you're doing. Now again, here you've got the text, so you can put more information here, or some kind of call to action. And down here you can explain what you're doing. And then there's also footer text, and a lot of times we put in this footer that warns people that they're going to have their, I don't know what it is, see. I'll just put in something here. And then we go down here, preview, and everything you put in there, and then you've got to go up and save. If you don't save, it's not going to stay there. All right. Now some more, I need to speed up a little bit here. So you could turn your Facebook comments on and off. If you want people to comment, then you turn it on. And disclaimers, they now have disclaimers that you can add down here. There's also social media and other things that you can add as you know, if you want a Facebook link to your Facebook page. So there's just a lot of little details here of things that you can do. All right, so we'll save that. Oh, I turned off the comments. Another important feature of the 22S app is the like gate or the fan gate. And when you turn this on, before people will actually get to see your app, they will go through this. And this you can do the same thing. You can add, if you want photos, we can add the cover photos, and that will put photos in there, or you can add a video. And you can change this to say, hey, for access to my product or to access to my video training, like this page. And then they have to click the like, and then they'll be moved to the next page. Now, this reminds me of something else. This is really important here. Facebook has changed how they show you the things in posts and notifications in your news feed. And if you're no longer getting notifications on something you used to and you want to get them, you need to go to that page and hover over the like button and say get notifications. And then you will start seeing it in your news feed again. Because otherwise Facebook is deciding for you which they want, which posts and notifications that you want to see. Okay, I'll turn that off. And then you change this to be much more engaging. And once that's enabled, then that adds likes. Now, see, I attached this to my Old Oak Farm page. Then that would have people liking my page as they're going to my app, which gives you, of course, more social proof on your page that people like your page. And it's people who are interested in your page, not just somebody that's, you know, would have no interest in whatever you're talking about or promoting on your page. Okay, so it's asking me to save again. I'll just go ahead and save. Let's go back to content, because I forgot one of the most important things about the 22S app and where the power is really at, and that is in the green button. When you set up a green button, let me start here first. The apps have what's called a social relationships manager. This is where all the power is at. Because I just created it, there's no entries here. And you need to click on CRM. This is for if you have an autoresponder, which again might be a little bit advanced for people, but just to let you know it's there. I use Aweber for my autoresponder, so I would I would select Aweber and save that. And now when somebody clicks on the green button, not only is it collected here in the SRM, but it's also sent to my autoresponder in Aweber. But that's, again, advanced, and if there's so much power just in using the SRM, so you wouldn't necessarily have to use that. Okay, so now once people click on this, Facebook actually verifies who they are and tells you their information, their basic information. It's the public information. Let me see if I have. Didn't I have another one open? Okay, for this live training. Let me go into the SRM for that. Okay, and these are people who have signed up, and now I know who's come and joined my training, and I can communicate with them and know who they are. And you can export your contacts and use those to send them messages and create leads out of them. So it's very powerful because now you're getting all this verified information, verified leads, and you can communicate with them afterwards. Okay. I think that pretty much gives you, I'll go back to content and just quickly show you on the button how that's set up. You decide, I mean, oh yes, I'm glad I clicked on this because you can do a lot of different things. There's a request info button you can create. The URL, if you just, like here, they're sending somebody to the 22Social Facebook page. You can create a coupon, and if you want multiple buttons, then you can set up 3 different buttons. Well, you can set up 2 with links and 1 that's a request information, and this way they can send you a message through 22Social and ask you for some more information. Now you notice here, because I selected Aweber as my autoresponder, now I've got, well, these are all my lists that I have set up in Aweber. I can say, okay, this is, I don't have one for my farm. I'll just select that one. And now every time somebody clicks this button that I'm creating, they will go into that group, that list in my Aweber autoresponder. And if you leave it none, then of course it's not going to. So you can select, create several different buttons. So let's select a new one. Well, let's see. I don't. That's okay. All right, I'll skip that for now because we're running out of time. And I think you get the idea. You select what you want it to be, fill in the information, and again, there's trainings and trainings. And in fact, one of the wonderful things about 22Social is that they provide 2 weekly trainings, live trainings. One at Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central and one on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central. So you can get on, I can take you to one of theirs real quick so you can see. It's real easy to get to them. And this is exactly the same thing that I'm doing right now. This is where they have their Google Hangout. So here's their place. They've got their buttons, and oh, it hasn't completely loaded yet. There we go. Okay, and it's set up to replay until they reset it next week, so you can watch it in replay, which mine will be. And then here's all the social proof comments that people have left. The little icons for going to Twitter or YouTube. and disclaimer information, clone the app if you want to promote their live trainings. That's okay. That's all there. Okay. Now let's see where I'm at. Let me double check my notes. Okay, I talked about hovering over the like button. All right, so let me go back to my Hangout. I'm going to unshare, and I'm back. Okay, great. Hopefully that has been helpful. Let me check comments to see what we're doing. All right, thank you, James. He's been watching in, and if you have any questions, pop them in down there, and I'll answer them at this time. And you just click Add a Comment and type it in. All right. Okay. I also have a I do online training, private online training, and if you'd like to sign up for well, for first timers, I will do a free 15-minute consult, and for first timers, I will also provide an hour for $30 an hour. My normal rate is $40. And I believe I have the button, yes, the training services button is down below here, the green button. You can click on that and it'll take you to training services. I may change that. It may say notes by the time you listen to this. If it does, just click on the notes, because I want to clean that up a little bit and give you some more options. The notes will be the notes from the meeting and links to various things that will be of interest to you. So click that green button that either says training services or notes, and you can go to information on my training services. Okay, now if you want to check out 22Social, you can, like I said, you can do that for free. Just click the green 22Social, check out 22Social button I have down below, and that will take you there and you can check it out. So I think that's it. Let me check comments again, and I've got no new comments. Thanks to James and John, Joan for showing up, and several others, and I know there were some of you that got dumped, and I apologize for that. I, again, was trying to be too tricky, and it didn't work. So thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to next week's training. And if you have any suggestions, the things that you'd like to learn, put that in the comments below too, because that is live, and it will keep going 24 hours a day. You can add comments anytime. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.